When I was a kid, I did not know what to do with my hair at all. Straight hair was really in, and you know, everybody was like swishing their hair, like, and I couldn't do that. I don't know if it's still cool, but back then it was, and so I just, you know, just kind of put on a hat, covered up my curly hair because I didn't really know what to do with it. But I liked, you know, people who had long hair. I thought that was cool, so I like grew my hair out, but then I just put a hat on it. It was this oxymoron. I was trying to be confident while not being confident. But I also loved hats. Like, I have a collection of hats. Just a lot of weird stuff. Were you like insecure about your hair? I never actually asked you that before.
Absolutely. So my hair, I didn't realize how curly my hair was for years, really. I think the first time that I actually saw like my curls I was about 13, and somehow I did something and my hair was like ridiculously curly, and I was like, oh my goodness, I got the curly hair, because my sister has curlier hair than mine.
Right.
And so I saw her struggle with it for years. Luckily, she went through most of the curl horror stories, so I learned a lot from her.
Right.
But because my hair is a different texture than hers, I still had my set of struggles, and honestly still do.
I mean, when you're growing up, you never quite know what to do with it.
And your mom tells you to brush your hair.
And it's just like, oh, well, everybody brushes their hair, so you just kind of brush your hair, and then like, just kind of
frizzy, so you try to brush out the frizz.
And you
then
just kind of,
it ends up just, you know, like looking
just kind of goes crazy.
Like this. I'm just glad I married someone else with curly hair, so that when I wake up like this in the morning, they're not terrified.
That's me with my hair brushed out.
Yeah. So we're gonna show you what we've learned over the years on how to love our curly hair.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of messages from people who have just asked me, what do you do with your hair? Because I guess I have a few things figured out, which has taken like a really long time. Years and years of insecurities. But yeah, I guess we just kind of figured it out over time. I don't know.
I think myth one of curly hair, that either people with straight hair or people with curly hair that just don't understand their hair yet think. And that's that if you have curly hair, that it just naturally happens and that you just wake up with ringlets.
Right.
And it's really not true.
But I'll tell you what has worked for me, and maybe it'll work for some of you out there.
Let's get to it. Okay, so tools matter. So I like using scrunchies because they don't rip out your hair. And then when I was a kid, my mom would say that if I didn't brush my hair, she's gonna cut it off. So I would brush my hair. Whoops, oh, I forgot I have a clip back here. So it would look pretty much, it would basically look like this, and this is what I thought that the texture of my hair was. And so I thought it was just frizzy and poofy, and I always thought my sister got the curls and I got poof. But I'm gonna show you how technique and products matter a lot.
Is this our first how-to video?
I guess so.
We use a brand called Shea Moisture. This is their shampoo, this is their conditioner, and this is their
deep conditioner.
I thought this was leave-in conditioner, and so I left it in my hair a couple times, and then Sarah was like, Jordan, I think that's the deep conditioner, not the leave-in conditioner. But my hair looked amazing the days that I used this. So
you can absolutely use washcloth conditioner as leave-in conditioner.
Yeah. So that's the brand we use. We're not sponsored, by the way.
No, we just like Shea Moisture.
Wish we were. So the thing about shampoos is that they often have very toxic ingredients in them, and also sulfates and silicones. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Not good for curly hair.
Not good. Yeah, specifically not good for curly hair. But this kind doesn't have that stuff. So I don't know what it is, but for people with curly hair, it just really helps a lot. I don't know the science behind that, but I found that to be very true. Sarah just got done washing her hair, and the thing to remember is to not use a towel.
Nope.
To dry your hair.
But you also want it like sopping wet when you get out. So no drying your hair before you get out of the shower. Some people like to apply their products in the shower. I like to do it in front of a mirror. So I get out and I just kind of hang over the sink and just kind of squeeze out gently some of the extra water, but you want it like extremely wet.
I'm actually learning a lot. I didn't realize that you did that.
Yeah. Okay, so the technique that I use does take a little bit of extra time, but I feel like it's really worth it. And I just want to note, my hair is extremely fine. It's also like a texture of like a 2C 3A kind of curl pattern, if you guys know what that means. So I feel like that's why it's extremely unmanageable, because it just frizzes really, really easily. But this is what I do.
So there's like different curl patterns for people out there that know basically nothing. There's different curl patterns that they can look up about their hair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I do brush my hair, because for my hair it really helps with the frizz at the end. And I use what they call a Denman brush, and I've taken out about half the bristles. But, so,
Did you really?
Yeah.
The things that I learn about my wife, I didn't know that you've gone through this much. That is hilarious.
This is my favorite, beyond favorite hair product I've ever tried. It works amazing. I use the Kinky Coily formula. It's amazing, and it's actually the only product I use, which is one reason why I like it so much. It's a little bit more expensive than stuff I used to use, but because I only have to use one, I don't really mind spending a little extra. It's a Canadian product, so you get it online, and they have 3 formulas. So this is the Kinky Coily formula, and even though my hair does not fall into the Kinky Coily category, it loves protein, and this one has a lot of protein in it. They also have a shampoo and conditioner, and as much as I want to love it because I love the brand, I really don't like their shampoo and conditioner. Okay, so what I do is I usually start by just kind of gently combing it out a little bit, just to kind of get the hair down, and then I section it with just the bottom part down, and then just like that. And then I just put in, and then I just kind of comb it through, and this kind of helps the curls just kind of form.
I don't do anything like this, guys. Maybe I should. What in the world? Is that why you're down here for so long?
Probably.
I'm like, what is she possibly doing?
So some people...
You're pulling out the bristles of your brushes and...
So some people can train and get their hair to curl the direction they want it to curl. Mine does not cooperate with that at all. I have to do this in the direction of my natural curl, or it just all just kind of gets frizzy and weird. So I have lots of practice, but if you're new at this, you're gonna have to figure out which curl pattern you have, and you can do that by just like going like this, and then just like giving it a shake, and it will just start to curl in that direction. So, and then you just coil it like this. You just put it in a twist, and like that. And then you just keep going around your head.
Wow, I sound so stupid. I had no idea you went through this much trouble. This is incredible.
You have seen me do my hair so many times.
I guess I just never paid attention.
And then after that, I just kind of scrunch it. And then we move on with the next section.
You just do this for your entire head, basically?
Yeah, I do it for my entire head.
Good grief.
But like I said, when you know exactly what to do, it really doesn't take that long. It takes me maybe 6 minutes.
Oh, 6 minutes, okay.
If I'm being extremely, maybe I'm going somewhere that I want to make my hair, I will maybe take 10 full minutes to do this, but it's not really that long. I can do it really fast. And like I said, it has to be really, really wet. Really wet. If it gets dry, you gotta add more water. Okay. And then just scrunch it together. And then you can use either a microfiber towel or a t-shirt, not a towel.
And what's the theory behind not using towels?
It's okay, so the little fuzzies on the towel are, create frizz and break your hair and stuff like that. So if you use something that's not so textured, I don't know. If I want to make sure my hair is really frizz-free, I will not scrunch out too much of the moisture, and I'll just dry it from really wet, but that takes forever, so I never ever do that unless I really have a special occasion that I need my hair to look really good for. Usually I try to cut time and like scrunch it as much as possible. Then to dry your hair, you're gonna need something that looks like this, that attaches to your hair dryer. It's a diffuser, and without it, then you might as well have not done this. And I use a method called Pixie Diffusing. I don't know why it's called that, but it basically means I just carefully like let my hair fall into the diffuser, and then you just hold it there for like a while. One spot at a time. And here we are about 12 minutes later. Obviously, I'm not done.
Your hair looks great.
My hair is it's like I said, it was recovering from bleach damage. So I have some curls that are like really weird, but just the price you have to pay. So next thing I do is grab a silk scarf. This one is 100% real silk from my great-grandmother, and I put it on my head. And I put my head upside down and just kind of gently let the curls fall where they're gonna fall. And then I tie it loosely on my head. And then I just take this
This is crazy.
Roll it up until it's like a little tighter.
I always wondered how you got that on your head like that.
And then I tie it in the front and I leave it like this. And this is usually when I like go and put on makeup or get some food or...
Is it drying now?
No, it's dry. It's pretty much dry. I dry it to pretty much 100%, which some people don't, but that's how I do it. Pretty much 100% on low heat, and I actually have at low speed and low heat, and I actually have my finger on the cool button for about 70% of the time. Then I just kind of let the curls completely cool down in the silk, and it makes like 1000% difference in frizz.
Well, why don't I do that?
I don't know, maybe we should try it. So while this is setting, Jordan's gonna do his hair.
Compared to Sarah, I mean, I'm just wetting my hair and that's it.
My hair is so much longer than yours.
Yeah. I just get my hair wet with, you know, cold water. I never put my hair in hot water, really, ever. And that's step one. All right.
Jordan gets out of the hair. I mean,
Jordan gets out of the hair.
Jordan gets out of the shower and his hair is already in perfect curls.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know. If there's something in the shower, I'm gonna use it. I use this shampoo 100% of the time.
This is the only shampoo we have.
Right, but then this is the conditioner that I used today, but apparently we have this conditioner that I didn't know about.
Because I got the charcoal one, I didn't like it.
This is the charcoal one.
And that's the Manuka honey.
So I'm just gonna start using this one, but I used this one today. When I'm in there, and this is just a heads up to guys out there with curly hair, don't like go crazy with your hair when you're doing this stuff. And then when you come out with the towel, you're like, oh, like rubbing your hair. Don't do that, okay? Don't be like me. So after that, again, I just grab stuff. So I know that whatever has the screw-on lid is the leave-in conditioner. Except for the one that I'm holding.
It's a deep conditioner.
Oh, okay.
But I actually use deep conditioner as a leave-in if my hair is really dry, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, so, and this is another leave-in conditioner that we have. So I'm going to use both of them just because they're both here. Why not? I'm just gonna little mix and match. Napoleon Dynamite. Guys, this is not an exact science. I don't care that much. Okay, I'm not gonna sit in here for 3 hours and do this.
I think
I just want to get out the door.
That matters is that your hair is really wet. Really wet.
Yes, I'm gonna need a little bit more. But that's how it goes. All right. Now that we're done with that, now I've got this t-shirt. I just always kind of lean over when I do this. And sometimes I don't use the hair dryer all the time.
Only if you're
I just want to get out of the bathroom. I don't want to be in here this long, all right?
You're more of an air dryer.
Yeah, I don't even care.
This is always the scary part because I don't know how it's gonna come out when I take it down.
Your hair always looks so good. Mine doesn't always look good.
No, my hair does not always look good. Okay, so. Okay, so this is how it comes out. And then I just like, if it's not like 100% dry, which It pretty much is, but sometimes I'll like find some damp spots. I actually pull the hairdryer back out and I make sure that it is 100% dry before I touch it. But once it's dry, I just like fluff it. And then I will take these like clumpy sections and I just like separate them. Like here's a big clumped curl and I just separate them out and they turn into nice little curls. Fluff. And if there's any frizzy spots, if you just kind of like smooth them and twist, then it usually fixes it.
All right, it has been a few hours. It takes a really long time for my hair to dry, but it's finally done drying, and I really hope that we look at least a little different than we did at the start of this video. I think that our hair looks pretty good. Do you?
Not bad, not bad.
Looks okay. Look, you could follow the exact steps that we do, and
it could turn out totally differently.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
For us, I mean, we could do our hair one day and then do our hair the next week, and it could just have totally different results. You never quite know. I mean, it's not that drastic, but it varies. Let's just put it that way. That's just kind of how curly hair is. But I hope that this kind of gets people on the right path if they are just completely confused like we were a couple years ago.
Yeah, and maybe to like try to accept your hair how it is or how it could be instead of always wanting to change it.
Exactly. Anyways, I'm still gonna wear a hat every once in a while. Still love my hats. Just feels like a part of me. But
I like you in a hat too.
Thank you. But not right now because I just did my hair. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.